Good evening to everybody. Hello, Microman. What's wrong with your car? Hope nothing too serious. I caught you just in time, did I? I was a bit late. Annoyingly, I got called into work. I was supposed to do the early shift. Yet again, I'm doing the late one. But hey. Not going to be a super long stream tonight. We're just tying up more loose ends. I think we fixed the UI yesterday night. It's now a case of like tidying up the screens and that, I think. Unless I've forgotten something. Let's pop that music off. Golden Axe. Right. Yes, I'm still a little bit tired. I was expecting to have a day off today. And it always gets you down when you don't have a day off when you're thinking you're gonna get one. That's our main menu page. Nothing important there. I cannot remember what there was to do actually. You know, what was the most important. Oh, it's not even running. Yeah, I think I fixed the chat. I got your message. Basically, I changed my username and didn't tell Streamlabs. Thought it'd be automatic. Why was that not running? That's odd. I don't remember that happening yesterday. It's stupid. Yeah, thanks for commenting that. Because it's stupid. I thought twice about changing it. But I read from Twitch on their actual website says, oh, don't worry, your followers won't have any problem. It'll just continue to work for them. And then the first thing I did after I changed it, I went onto the website with the old URL, and it said, unless you've got a time machine, you won't find anything here. I was like, that's stupid, isn't it? You know, I would have thought twice about changing the name if I knew that was going to happen. And then I had the double, yeah. And then I had the double whammy of not having the, you know, all the little things working on my stream. They all stopped working. I think that I fixed everything now and it's all back to how it was. But there's bound to be something I missed. I wonder what I just done here to break that. Probably that. So now it works fine. So it's something in that print key. Print char routine that we used yesterday. That's weird. It was working perfectly, wasn't it? Wonder if it's that. No, it had nothing to do with that. Hello, Moz. I don't know what occurred overnight. I did not touch this code, and I'm sure this wasn't happening when I signed off yesterday. Although I do remember I lost my internet, didn't I? I've just remembered that. Yeah, the internet cut me off last night. Maybe I just shut this down without thinking about it, and I've broken the code. That's all them stupid sprites and that. And the game window. Comment that out. So we're just left with the words now. Still broke. Also, I noticed the position seems wrong. That's weird. This was working yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, it's just going to be a short stream today. I can almost guarantee that. I'm feeling very tired. To get back on track. I hope I don't spend the whole time worrying about this. If I comment that out, I can put that back in and it's going to be all good, I reckon. Yeah. This is so strange because we were doing this. I mean, this worked yesterday, and I can remember thinking, "Oh, brilliant! We've sorted the UI out." Ran another. Yeah. All I can imagine is because the internet went off. Basically, I was here chatting away to myself. Suddenly, I realised I had no internet, and it didn't come on for about 5 more 10 minutes after you left. Yeah, just after you left, wasn't it? I think. The only thing I can imagine is that I just closed it. I don't think it was updated. No, I've completely had a brain fart here because it logged me out. Not logged me out. It stopped my stream and it threw me off guard. And I think I just closed it. I didn't even check that I was in a position that was working. I guess that's what's happened. I don't know what to suggest here. I don't remember changing anything. I might have to look at my video, like just before it cut out. Was that maybe up there? Cannot see that making any difference. I wonder how full it is, because I remember last time I counted very recently, there was only something like 300 bytes left before we max out. I'll have a look in a sec what I'm doing. I mean, I could always pull it back from Git. I'm just reviewing the changes a little bit. There's a lot of it, like you say. I really didn't expect this. The positions seem to have no effect when you look at it in the one frame you get to see before it crashes. I really did not expect this. I really didn't. I thought I was coming home to just tying up some loose ends on the game over screen. I know it's something to do with this or this. Probably this, isn't it? Because it doesn't get the right. Hmm. I should have checked this before I came up. I really didn't think I had to. It doesn't crash now, but it's still in the wrong place. Hmm. It's only supposed to print Spikie goes, and it's getting all the rest of the data. Hmm. See, of course, these aren't doing anything now, are they? We were using them in that before, but yeah, how does it know how big that string is from that? 0 terminated. I guess that's the clue. Find out what that means. Yes. Ah, you. Fair enough, Moss. So /0 is what it actually wants at the end, is it? How did it work yesterday? I'm sure it did. Ah, I know what happened. Perhaps I didn't even test this. I only done the UI bit before it was working, with numbers alone. Try that for a start. Can't see that working, can you? But nah, it hasn't done nothing. Don't even like that. Like that. Oops. Yeah, it must have been. I done the UI correctly, and then I probably got halfway through doing this just when it cut out, and just forgot. Oh look, it's showed me something else. Oh look, it's drawn the actual /0. How on earth are you supposed to do 0 terminated? I don't get that. Space? No, because a space would stop it there, wouldn't it? That isn't going to do anything. Damn, why didn't I leave it? I had it working with all the ASCII app thing. Return. Let's try it. Item 13. Maybe I did do that. That rings a bell. Or is that something we tried before or something? Hmm. Terminates when B equals 0. Um, that's not the same with this one, unfortunately, because B is the character set address. BC is a pointer to the font. Maybe I can study the loop and see what it means about 0 terminated. Trying to find a return statement. I don't understand that code fully because I don't know what that is. All that. I don't know what purpose that's serving. Just D. No, I don't want a new line. I want it to know when the end of the string is. At the moment, it's getting it all and then crashing. It's where was I? At the moment, all I should be printing is this, but it's going through and getting all of that and putting it all on the screen and then probably going into the next bit of code until it crashes. Weird if I put that one there. So yeah, that's when it crashes. God knows why, but D can't work. D couldn't possibly work because that's a character. I could write D there, you know, and I'd want to be able to write it. Zero terminated, otherwise known as null terminated. Oh, I'd already tried that. It hasn't done nothing of any value. Nope. Looking for a zero. I think I tried zero already. But there's the remain. I had zero there a long time. Not to mention, we actually printed a zero in the UI using this routine. But I take it you don't mean put a zero there. I'll try it. We should be able to delete these now. They're not relevant to this routine. No, you just get a zero there. That's definitely not right. Because that's a valid character, isn't it? Print routine. Yeah, I had a look at it. It's quite complex. Because I can't find the return. Oh, there's the return. Test for zero. Load character. Test for zero. HL is pointing at the screen address. Find a byte with the value 0. Well, hey, good job, Micro. You're a superstar. So that uses one extra byte then than the way we were doing it before, actually, doesn't it? And when you've only got under 300 bytes remaining, that starts to make a difference. Good job, you saved me a load of hassle there. I was trying to figure it out, but very well done. Many ways to print strings. Yeah, I guess I have to explore some more myself, because I've just always relied on the ASCII at thing, which does seem stupidly slow. It can't really be much different to drawing sprites, really. You're just moving memory from one place to another, aren't you? Okay. I don't know how I would do that. Hopefully that one, them 3 extra bytes won't affect it anyway. Should this work now? Oh, it's crashed. Okay. Is it possible to perhaps fit two characters into one byte if somehow clever enough? Why did that crash? Oh, is it possibly because of that? No, had nothing to do with that. You'd have to, wouldn't you? Yeah, Micro. Especially on these old systems. Right, so that works. It's nothing to do with double quotes. I'm going to try just this one. Crash. Crash. What the hell? That's way wrong anyway. Cool, press key X. So that's that mystery solved by the looks of it. Alright, that looks a bit better. Yeah, big whoops. Imagine you spending like 2 hours fiddling with the code and then you figure out that that was the problem. Excellent. I'll just try popping that copyright symbol back in just for the fun of it. Can't remember what it was. The 2F. Can't remember. Just having a little look at the character set. 7F. I wasn't too far off. I mean, I was miles off, but only one number. Yay. So it's looking pretty slick now in terms of the UI. The colours now is a bit different. I guess I just do the colours with like a normal colour memory. Before I was using my usual colour memory trick, or technique, or whatever you want to call it. But then when I was using the ASCII to write, it was overwriting the colours. It seems that that doesn't happen now. What else is broken? Oh, okay, it's not bad. We have got the ability to reduce or change them flags now. Oh, I just died. So that seems to be working. A neat idea. Nah. Oh, on the title screen you mean? I get you now. Maybe will. Maybe I will. I did want to do the high scores with all you guys' names, but when I had to think about it, I thought that's going to actually be quite troublesome. Putting this like scores up to 9999, and even if we took it down to 10,000 max, at 9999, even then it's a hassle to do the scores. So I'm kind of leaning away from that idea at the moment. I'm not sure what needs doing really. I mean that looks horrible, but I did try and make it look better. It's really hard. What, 30 quid? Oh, of course, when you get hit, an ambulance should come and get you, shouldn't it? Right now, you just press F. Mm. I noticed as well, no motorbikes are ever coming out. That came out of nowhere. Like they were working. I guess I probably somewhere turned them off and forgot. I think when we forgotten completely how I was doing that before. I think one of these just. Oh, I remember. So dead is a state, and then it has different state depending on what type of car it is. Trucks are not in it, but I do have the truck sprite already imported, so we should add trucks right before we finish making the game. But they're going to be special case because they don't work in the same way as cars or bikes. Basically, when it spawns somewhere, we're giving it a state. Is it this load AR thing? Stretch emoji. Hello, Fractal. God, there's lots of these load AR. Let's search for it. Oh, thanks for the bits, Fractal. Very much appreciate that. Just trying to work out why it's not showing us any bikes. So it calls spawn vehicle, checks for a dead vehicle. If it finds one, do spawn. It's a Norton 15? Norton 7, isn't it? What? This is a very strange bit of code here, isn't it? I need that lens you were talking about, Microman. I need to get that now. Hover over that. Yeah, that'll be alright. Decimal 111, what's it talking about? I'm deleting that rubbish. When handed. I think I just lost a load of chat. It says welcome to the chat again, but I got when handed. That's all I got. And Fractal Mike redeemed stretch was the other thing before that. I've got some problems at my end, I think. That's Ant 7, isn't it? Yeah. But it can only be, we're only checking if it's exactly either of them two. It's just doing the colour, that, and I should have commented it, shouldn't I? I think I'm going to put a question mark next to it because I think that's what it's doing. From memory. IX plus 7. Here it does the 50-50 to see if it's going to spawn, so this gives it even less chance of spawning, so we don't get too many cars. If not, it's just going to continue straight through to there anyway, so that's pointless. It would have to have a return there to do anything. Might put one there. I'll put to do. Is this right? Because it's only on the right facing cars, so if we notice a difference, we can see which one's better. Finally we get to the bit where it says yes, spawn a car. And it's supposed to be a 50-50 chance of a saloon or a bike. I reckon it might have been that LDR thing, LDAR we were using. We might find that bikes are there now. It looks like they should be there. Yeah, there they are. Oh, that's much better. It's going to make the game much harder, I think, because bikes are quite quick. Not sure if I've fixed the collision on the bikes just right. Yeah, I have. He just ran me over good. Oh, that's much better. I knew there was something missing from the game recently, and I just couldn't quite tell that it was the bikes until suddenly I noticed it. So just for your knowledge there, it looks like LDAR, or whatever it was, to get a random number, is not very good at all on emulators. It seems to like always give you certain answers. Oh, there's some bug. Oh, I died. There was some bug going on the UI there as well. It's still there. Look, let me zoom in on that. You can't see it, but there's definitely some sort of bug going on after the word points. Of course, we need to do the same thing with the strings. The fix a la micro. I think there's another one up here. Funny how we didn't get it on cash. Oh, they just happened to. Oh no, one. Weird. Anyway, the bug has gone. Oh, got splattered again by a biker. That's 20 quid. Cash goes down perfectly there. And there. And that's good, yeah. Game over. Right, it's looking pretty good now. It is really annoying me that I can't draw down that right panel there. I could draw to it using Spectrum's routines. They draw directly to the screen. There's something else I said earlier that needed fixing I forgot about. Might just try and add like just 2 more trees. Oh, that's a bit of a bum. Although we've now changed the code, so it doesn't actually matter if I'm going to try and test that out. I'm going to just put tree 12 here. But tree 12 is actually going to be like 400. Why? We just have 12. Thing is, it gets stupid what I've just done there because I now need to remember like to match these up. But what's the middle of the screen? I think it's 14. So take away 1 for the width of the tree. That should be, or half the width of the tree. That should be bang in the middle. I reckon at 13. I think it's as easy as that to add another tree. That should be like quite near the start of the level, right near the middle. Let's see if I can get over there. Oh, I knew that was going to come. Oh, I definitely need to go through all my code and make sure there's no more than LDARs in there. Oh, I've only got £0 now. Better not die. Yeah, there it is, look. That's good. So I'll force you to have to steer. Another S. Wonder what else is something we could do easily. Could do have a bunch of trees at the bottom. However, that would be slightly different because when the finish line's drawn, the actual whole routine changes. I'd have to go into the player level 2 where we draw the finish line. Draw a load of trees next to it. I might leave them. I don't want the trees there. Uh, Get rid of this as well. No worries, Micro. I'll be on tomorrow, mate. Hopefully a lot earlier than tonight as well. Alright. Can't remember what number that is now. 17 something. 15. 6 ones. No, I'm going to use constants for these. I'm just going to use them twice. So that puts it into HL, the right screen address. Address of string into DE. There we go. Just wondered, does it kill? BC seems to remain intact. It looks like I wouldn't have to load that every time. Hello, Ride and Fly. How you doing, man? That should be Y and X, not X and Y. A little bit of a shorter word, so I'm actually going to move it down by 1 and then in by 2, I think. Just saves me writing another constant out. Unfortunately, I have only got about 300 bytes. Oh, it didn't work. Look at that, the tape load error. Have I just used the last bit? I knew I was getting high up in the memory. Yeah. Haha. So just by adding this last string here and these extra little zeros, we have now gone over the memory. I wonder if I can just say game over W to start. Let's try that for now. Right, let's just get game over and see what that looks like. If I can hit a car. Okay, it didn't even clear the screen. What's that? Quite like that actually though. W to quit, isn't it? W to quit. So we are right at the edge of the memory now. The only way of adding something is to remove something first or compress it. I didn't use a lot of these functions. I could delete these. Print char, I think I did use. Hope they don't use. First, before I do that, I want to, out of interest, see how big this tap file is. That tap file we just run is 26743 bytes, and my buffer is 5376. That equals 32119 bytes. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Ryden. I think I remember you following me way back when I first started, yeah. And Coda Mick. Yeah, thanks very much. Much appreciated, mate. More the merrier, of course. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I was going to delete some stuff out of Bazinga, wasn't I? Get chart address. I do need that, but I don't think I need any of these. Let's try it. Yeah, 32119 bytes that game is right now. And we get what? 32 times 1024. 2,768. We've got very few bytes to go here. Hopefully this shrinks it down just a touch. Just enough to put the lorries in. I want to put some lorries in there. If not, I guess I could delete the truck sprite and then put functionality in there instead for the rest of the game. Right, so this works anyway. Another thing I want to quickly do before I forget, I want to check every file for load AR and change it. think we already have. Oh, bugger. Gotta be careful there. Oh, good, they're all gone. I noticed there was a load of stuff in my old code we could remove. Oh, okay, I'm using that. I know it says one reference there, but sometimes it's wrong. Nah, I need it. Okay. I suppose I could get rid of all these. That must use up a tiny bit of space. So now it's going to complain. 22 of SGS. Tiny amount of saved for a lot of hassle. Half of these aren't even bloody needed, but I'm just going to replace them anyway. We don't even need that. Three, four, three. Same again. I don't need that. Flipping hell. Finally. That's took us down like half of a. It's took us down nearly 500 bytes. There should be emotes, Mike, and it's still not accepted. Checking that now, because you only get one, sadly, when you're only a small streamer. I didn't realise that. You got to keep like once I've had 15 subscriptions took out in total, I get two, and then it goes up again. But it's a bit of a long road. But got to quickly check that now. It said maximum 48 hours, and that was like 4 days ago or something, wasn't it? Guess the review's still underway, yeah, because it's so hard to review like 18 by 18 pixel image. I'll show you it in a sec. They're rubbish anyway. I mean, one of them is on mine. Look, it shows up on mine, see? There's definitely meant to be a few more here there somewhere. I don't remember where you do it now. No, I'll wait till tomorrow and just hope that they fixed it by then. Because it's definitely done. It's in the pipeline. Oh, it's so hot here. Oh, can you not see the icon that I've got? Okay. Give me a moment. I'll show you something. Of course, nothing too exciting, but I'll give you a sneak peek of them. They should hurry up and approve them. I see why they take so long. Sorry to interrupt. Disable interrupt. It's easy to interrupt me because I'm stuck now, so I'm hoping for interruptions half the time. Well, I'm not stuck. I think we just ran out of memory. I bet I can't even squeeze the truck spawns in there yet. Level 1. I'm looking for that, where we start spawning the cars. Here it is. So I just want something similar to that, but with trucks. Let's get a drink in a sec. Nice one, Mike. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow they'll be all ready to go. But it's annoying. Like I say, I can only assign one per tier. I don't expect anyone to ever take a tier 2 or higher sub. You'd have to be crazy to do that. So therefore you can only get one emote right now. Yeah, a bit stingy. Twitch. How can I test? Like, what I want to test is, am I going to shoot myself in the foot? Like, if I start writing code here, I need to have a byte to record the timer. I guess I just got to try and do it, haven't I? Where did I put them timers? There. Excuse me. And we're going to need one for right and left trucks. Do you know what? I am leaning towards deleting these trucks. Oh, there's only one truck. I'm definitely going to do it now then. I thought it was 2 trucks. I'd done one for each direction. So we haven't got space. It's funny because I put my logo on the truck if I remember well. I think. Or I put something funny on the side of the truck. I remember what it said. But yeah, I'm going to just do without trucks, I think. There's going to be no trucks in this game. And that actually frees up some space for either doing colours on the main menu or some graphics on the game over screen or some sounds or something like that. I suppose if I should probably play it a bit and see what really needs doing because we are running out of space, like I said. Oh yeah, they're much less common, the spawns at the top because of that return statement. I guess high scores. I have got space for high scores now. Well odd. Oh look, the UI stays there. I don't mind it. I don't mind that. Fills that gap that I couldn't draw to. Oh, we've got to reinitialize the score and the level there. It's starting in level 2. So when you go into level 2, into game over, back into the game, it doesn't init properly. Free continue, yeah, it was pretty epic, wasn't it? Because that's another thing that's always baffled me, is how do they make demos in games? Like, ever since games have been around, you've had demos, haven't you? Do you know what I mean by demo? Like, you don't play it and you just leave it on. It plays by itself. But that always fascinated me, that. Yeah. Like, I can get how they do it now, obviously. Attract mode, yeah. Like every game's had it, hasn't it? Basically, even in the 70s and 80s. Like, not every game, but a lot of games have it. It's clever though, I think. Because obviously they don't just record someone playing it, do they? Records the input. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Clever. I don't know how they. I kind of get how they could record the inputs, but I don't know how to replay them. But I suppose I could learn. Uh, keep forgetting what I'm doing. Oh yeah, when it goes back in from game over, begin level 0. That's the main menu. I remember putting a what's it called, comment to where I wanted to do that, and I just never did it. I'll do it here. There was one. Oh, we're actually only changing cache 10. Oh, cache should be 30, of course. Just couldn't be bothered to make a constant right now. I've just got to check now that I don't already. I might be calling that L1 start at some other point. Oh, pizza time. I think I'd probably have to make a way of increasing your cache if you hit all the flags, maybe, or something like that. Here, an extra tenner. It gets really hard to steer. I don't know why. Ah, I died. Ah, what happens here? I should have died now. I knew there was something weird about this Horus game. If you die without the skis, like if you end up with 0 and no skis, then you're basically dead. You can't do anything. Oh, it didn't reduce the points, look. Oh, I didn't do that before in knitting the UI. No. Yeah. I think I need to do game over earlier there then. Slightly more refined game over. Hey, there we go. I mean, I could do a simple check, a secondary check. If you're at 0 and you don't have skis, dead. Game over. Oh, it's bloody hot in here, I tell you. Maybe I'll check for game over then. Player level 1. Oh, I normally do it when I decrease cash. Kill player. What I'll do is just do same there but for one cache, and then check has ski here. Better false. Sorry, true. Return Z. So now if I don't have ski, nah, the problem is I set has ski after respawning. Just be lazy and just do it. I could do it right here if I wanted. That's perfect. Ideal. Well, I think I'll wrap it up anytime now. But this really is just a case of little bits now to finish off that game over screen. Make the cars spawn. I'm not sure which one I prefer. Top or the bottom. The difference between the two is that return statement on one of the just before we spawn in one of the spawn routines. One other tiny thing would be to change the size of these gaps between these flags. It's harder than it looks, I'm telling you. Thanks, Fractal. Thank you very much. It's getting there, isn't it? I'm going to do an even more simple game next time. Because I do like the feeling of finishing the game. And I've basically run out of memory again here. I've got a tiny bit of space left, but I had to make a lot of compromises there. But just got to do it, haven't you? Got to make a 32k game with no background knowledge. Yeah, definitely. And it is playable. It's actually surprisingly fun. It's not going to blow anyone's mind, but it's a little bit fun and it's slightly different from Horace. Yeah. I'm gonna have some real fun with it. Where I'm gonna draw like a tape cassette cover, so that if you wanted, you'd be able to print it, and then put it on a tape, just for fun. Put a manual in there as well, like a small inlay. Well happy with it though. Had loads of snags and needed loads of help from the entire community here, but together collectively we've done it. That would be pretty sweet. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I mean, obviously no one's gonna do it, but it's just a nice touch. Because I wish, you can download tap files for all the old games, can't you? But I wish that the people had archived the cover, because I used to love the covers. I was weird like that. I used to always sit there reading all the manuals. This is okay, this game though. I've made loads of compromises, but it does work. Every little bit of it does actually work now. I'll push this to GitHub because I know Microman will be pleased with that. I don't know what part I've put. Is it part 17? Roll up. I'll just call it part 17. Yeah, tomorrow I'll do some tidying up of this and then move on to the next project soon. ISOs of old games. Yeah, they should. They should. Like, because there's so many sites with the full ROMs on there. Surely someone thought to himself, why don't we have like the image of the manual, the box, but preserve it properly like they do with the ROMs. I know it's harder to get, and also it's bigger than a ROM most of the time, the image of the cover, but worth it. It's not like space is like, it's not like gigabytes of hard drive are going to cost too much for the servers nowadays. It's sad to see them lose, because I can still remember when I really think back, I had a briefcase full of Spectrum games. There were so many amazing covers, and there was all stories in there about the developers and about the game characters. It will be lost. That's what I was about to say. Like, in that suitcase I had, there's probably loads of games that I've completely forgotten, and they're not even online. Some of them, especially not the cover for them, because they were very weird. Some of them were like very cheap old English games, from the 80s, early 80s. Cool, I'd love to come across that suitcase. I remember Chate's HQ being in there, as well as Golden Axe, Chaos, that game we were talking about yesterday. That didn't even work. That stunt car racer looks amazing though for the Spectrum, I must say. Been watching that on YouTube. I know the Amiga one's a lot better, but yeah, I do hope people archive it. Like Atari, have you noticed? They've got a really good community for archiving. People, they archive everything there. Oh, here's where I was going to put the cash in the score. Doesn't matter. What happens if I do just clear the screen there? I could probably paint the background as well. Sort of game over. There we go. And now we don't have that problem of the UI remaining. This is just brilliant. Everything else is just tweaks now. Like if I wanted to make him move faster, if I want to spawn the cars different. One of the things I do want to learn quite soon is redefinable keys. I've got a book that shows me how to do that, but I didn't understand it. Yeah, there's definitely loads of archiving going on now. Scanning manuals, that's good. Yeah, very true actually. It's quite a big, I don't want to say industry because most people don't charge for the service. Big collective, isn't it? There's probably a mega delay between our chat because my internet's so bad. It seems that the longer I stream for, the longer the delay gets. Melbourne House, they came out with a lot of good games as well, didn't they? Multitasking. No worries, Mike, no worries. I am literally going to sign out in just a few minutes now anyway. I'm not going to even do any more coding now. Maybe just thinking about what's needed. What are you coding anyway? I know you've probably told me already. But I've forgotten right now at the moment. Oh yeah, I certainly will. I've been needing it, to be honest. Game projects. Any Unity, is it? Or is it retro gaming? Definitely want to do Unreal at some point. I don't know if I read it wrong, but Unreal Engine 5, a puzzle game. Oh, was that you with the card game? Yeah, the card game. I remember. That was impressive stuff. Yeah, yeah. Stick at it, mate. I reckon you can make a masterpiece if you apply yourself enough. It's a tough old world though. The new game stuff is so hard. People just turn their nose up at every game. Emulator. Okay. Do you know what, mate? My input on that is there's lots of good NES emulators already. I don't want to knock the C64 ones, but they're quite awkward to use and not that like simple. Maybe it's harder to do. It seems like it is because they're always buggy. Like Vice is pretty buggy. I always have to reinstall it and delete the settings and stuff like that. And then there's the other one, CCS or whatever. That has a couple of problems that I forgot about. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Have you ever turned your interest to Commodore Amiga? Fair enough. Have you ever thought about just contributing to an existing project? A big one? Like there's RetroArch, for example, you could maybe add something to that. I like RetroArch. Although I must admit, I play Tetris on RetroArch and it lags. If I play it, I used to play it on like an old PC. It worked fine. More of just a hobby, yeah. I really, really like the look of the Commodore Amiga. I was thinking to myself, is it going to be that much harder to do it on Amiga than Spectrum? Is it going to be that different? I don't know. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be easier. So there's loads of fun times ahead for me. Amiga would be really fun, wouldn't it? And I looked up, it's the Motorola 65,000 or something. Atari ST. I've got Hatari on my computer. I've been trying to get that going. Look, I've still got it right here. But things have to be really simple for me. I get confused quite easily. So I didn't know where to start with this. But I did get it and I've shown some interest in it. Looks cool, doesn't it? That reminds me of the good old days, man. Trash. Yeah, that's the only thing that's put me off. But Amiga, I've used the emulator for so many years. I know how to do it. Gemtos, is that a good one, yeah? This shut up's a band. Here we go. Yeah, all these systems I'm well looking forward to. – 1985 that came out. Amazing to think that. Amiga does seem like a good choice. Although before that is going to be NES and C64 as well. Oh, has my connection dropped again? I've been suffering really badly with internet for the last 2 days. I thought I was over the problems. I just put it down to being talk having problems, but maybe my router. Yeah, I'll give it one quick playthrough again for the other viewer that just popped in. Almost a finished article now. I have to put the sounds back in there soon. We need to somehow randomly seed it as well. It could easily be at my end, Mike. Ooh, road pizza. Nah, thank you for the chat, man. Thank you for visiting the stream. And thank you for the bits and the follow. And I think you subscribed as well. Just thanks for everything. I really enjoyed doing this stream and I've learned absolutely loads. More than if I was just doing it by myself. So, yeah, great times ahead. I'm going to be back into it soon. It's just I didn't get a day off this week when I was expecting to. So I'm even more knackered than I have been. I was ill during last week as well. So, yeah, thank you, man. I'll end the stream now, like you say. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. I really am, because I sit here thinking, oh God, we've been stuck on this screen for ages, and I panic, you know. But people are enjoying it and giving me good feedback. Thanks again for visiting, Mike. Hopefully, I'll see you again on one of the next ones coming up soon. I'll be here tomorrow at about 11:30 ish on the UK time. If you get a chance, drop in and say hello. Start a timer at startup. Okay, yeah. So it all depends on how long you stay in the menu for, basically. Yeah. Or I could just call set random seed like over and over again while you're in the main menu. Yeah, cheers, Mike. I'll have a think about it, and that's the task for tomorrow, I guess. Because that's one of the only things now that's letting the game down is that it's the same every time. Yeah. Hope hope it's all good over in Australia. It's absolutely boiling here. I don't know how I'm gonna get to sleep, but I'm gonna try. Have a good day, mate. Catch you soon. Everyone else also have a good time. See you again soon.